All right, so I don't have script right now, but I do have some key points that I want to make sure I hit for each question. So for question number one, I noticed right off the bat that Dionysus has a lot of respect for his mother. He comes, the play begins with his dramatic birth story and how controversial it is, and he calls his mom's sister out when she made the claim that he was no child of Zeus, that his mom was pregnant by some mortal man, and he knows that's not true, and he knows his father's not immortal because in the society, being immortal is inferior to being God. So he is adamant about proving that that's not true. I also found it very strange on the society, when a woman was involved in the affair, she is punished immediately, but Zeus was not, because he's, a god, he's great, he's wonderful, he can do no wrong. But in this society, women immediately punished and looked down upon. For question two, some values I observed throughout the play were the desire for power. That's clear throughout the entire play. They're constantly arguing over who's in power. Dionysus comes in and that's the first thing he is desiring, is a need for power. And with, the desire for power comes jealousy. So it's like Dionysus had to, prove that he, was the son of a god, versus Pentheus, I would envy that a little bit. You know what I mean? Even in today's society, you see envy all the time. So then for question number three, let's take a look. I looked up what a Bacchae was off the bat because I just was not familiar with that when they were, making it. Said like how brash this Bacchae is, how well prepared in using language. I didn't understand it. So that's a priest, a priestess, or a follower of Bacchus. So I also looked up who Bacchus was because I was not familiar with who that is. And it's a Roman god of agriculture, wine, and fertility, equivalent to the Greek god of Dionysus. So, anytime I read any sort of Greek mythology, I always like to look up and do my research before reading it because it makes it a lot easier to understand. I did have to go ahead and read the play one more time after I, looked up what a Bacchae is and a Bacchus. And that helped me understand it much better. For question number four, I think, maids are depicted in this play as, lesser in the society. For example, in episode 3, the second voice goes, "Look down, don't you see the fire? Oh, Maenads, throw your bodies on the ground, down, down for our master." So he wants them to get down for Zeus's son, as a sign of respect, clearly that Zeus's son is superior to them. I also think that, Pentheus does not see them in the other way as other characters, that he feels superior to them, as he has probably superiority complex. Question number 5. I felt like they had Elvis's mugshot on the cover. It's fitting because it adds to the drama within this book. This play starts off very dramatic, and although I don't know the exact reasoning for why he's on the cover, I can assume it's because he's an icon that broke a lot of social norms during his time period. 2 questions I would ask is, for those who have seen Hamilton, what are some notable differences in the tone of Hamilton versus Bacchae? And then, I found the introduction to the play to be powerful and captivating. Do you agree, yes or no, and why?